Hello, everyone. Welcome to BodyBags. I'll be your reviewer for today. I'm Lonnie from Terra and Tats, and I think you can see this week that we're doing a theme week, and the theme week this week is Troma Week. Now, the movie that I decided to go with, I remember seeing this for the first time back in the '90s when Cinemax was doing. I don't remember if it was like a month long or a week long marathon of Troma films, but I was able to catch this one and um, it's like it always kind of I always had a soft spot for it in my heart, and years later, thanks to Vinegar Syndrome. I'm sorry, I could talk today, I swear, but thanks to Vinegar Syndrome, we finally got a release of it on Blu-ray. Now the movie is actually called Dead Dudes in the House, but they released it under the House on Tombstone Hill. You know, so yeah, this movie came out. It was I think it was completed in 1988, but I don't think it was really distributed until 91. But yeah, I promise you, as you can see on there, where does it say? Yeah, if you can see on there, it does say Dead Dudes in the House. And it is a Troma film because there's a Troma logo. So yeah, so I'm not having you on. So, but yeah, the movie is definitely called Dead Dudes in the House, but it has this title too. Anyway, enough of that. So let's get into the movie. Now, the movie is a very simple, basic plot. Is definitely kind of like almost like an Evil Dead meets kind of a Evil Dead meets a slasher movie. I guess is kind of the best way to describe it. It's kind of hard, but yeah, it's a very simple plot. The movie begins. We have we see this old lady. Well, actually, we see this young woman who's sitting on a couch. It looks like she's sipping from a glass of lemonade through a straw. Camera slowly pulling back, pulling back. We see this old lady, which you could clearly tell that it's a man with prosthetic makeup wearing a dress, posing as an old woman. And then like the camera just keeps panning out, panning out, panning out, and then we see a dead man, like stab wounds and stuff laying on the floor. Is it explained? Hell no. Don't know why, don't know what the reason is, any of that kind of stuff. So anyway, so we cut 2 years later, and a group of young, people decide that they come to this house. I guess, you know, well, I don't guess, but they come to this house, with the intention that they're going to fix up this house and everything else, make it nice and comfortable, and renovate this house. So they go there, and they're, you know, one thing you're going to notice about this movie there is so much padding to try to get this movie to 90 minutes. Okay, I know I'm kind of repeating the same thing that Brendan Tennell said in his review, but it is true. This movie there is a lot of padding to try to stretch this movie to a 90-minute runtime. But anyway, so they get to the house, and they're looking around, they're trying to get in, and one of the things that really pads out this movie, there are so many scenes of people trying to fight with doors that don't want to open, or windows that don't want to open. Mostly it's doors that don't want to open. But so that they're trying to get into this house, and then they find out that the house, that there's like a little kind of like a little family cemetery on the grounds, near the house. And so they see the headstone. Well, one of the guys decides he thinks he's gonna be cute, so he takes his sledgehammer, he smashes the headstone, which wakes up the old lady from the beginning of the film, and now she's kind of like decomposed looking and stuff like this. And so you know they get into this house, and it doesn't take too long to get into it, but you know they get into the house, they're trapped. Well, one of the guys goes to get beer, and but they're trapped, and then the old lady and then the young woman, they're kind of like they're demons now, they're kind of resurrected, and they start uh, you know uh, they start kind of finding these kids, and they like the younger one, she seduces the guys to kill them and stuff, and they start killing them off one by one, but sorry, but after they're killed, they come back, and then it's like kind of almost like that line from like Dawn of the Dead. They killed, and they're killed, then they get up and kill, and the people they kill get up and kill, that kind of a thing. And so, there's a lot of that going on. This probably is going to likely be my shortest movie review because there's just not really much to talk about. It is a good addition, but so anyway, so like yeah, and then so now you got the kids. They're just trying to find a way to get out of this house before they get picked off, and then to stretch the movie out to a 90-minute runtime, about almost at the midway point. We're introduced to two new characters in the film, and they're like, oh man, we're bored, we got nothing to do. Hey, those guys are over there fixing up the house, let's go over there and hang out with them. They probably got beer and stuff. So they go there and they get stuck in the house, and then they're trying to, so it's just adding to the body count and stuff. But one thing I will say about this movie, though, is the gore in this movie is amazing. That's one thing. This movie does have some really good practical effects. They didn't, whoever they got to do the effects on this movie did a bang-up job. That's one thing I can definitely say is you're not going to be disappointed in terms of the gore, and there's pretty creative kills in this movie. So I think you're going to be pretty well impressed by that. But just like I said, it's it's a Troma movie. You can't expect. Don't go in expecting like Citizen Kane or anything like that. It's a Troma movie. It's, you're going to have the bad acting. You're going to have, the humor, both intentional and unintentional, but you're going to get, plenty of gore, plenty of blood and guts and everything else. So you're going to walk away from this movie pretty well satisfied. Like I said, this is, what you want from a Troma movie. And, yeah, that's pretty much about all I could say about it. This. This edition is a pretty nice one. It's, I was surprised that that it was nice that Vinegar Syndrome really put in the work on this one. Let's see, new scanned and restored in 2K from the from the 16 original millimeter. I'm sorry, I swear to God, I can talk. Newly scanned and restored in 2K from its 16mm original camera negative. Okay? 3 Dead Dudes interviews with actors Mark Zubian, Victor. Oh wow, I can't pronounce that last name. I'm sorry. And Douglas Gibson. Audio interview with director James Riffel, moderated by film historian Chris. I'm sorry, I can't read these names. They're kind of hard. Extensive behind-the-scenes photo gallery, reversible cover art, English subtitles. But anyway, so yeah, I would definitely recommend, Dead Dudes in the House, aka The House on Tombstone Hill. Probably a good thing I showed this as well, because if you're going to order this movie, you're going to have a hard time trying to find it under Dead Dudes in the House. This would be, if you're going to you want to order this movie, this would be the title to look for, The House on Tombstone Hill. So, but anyway, yeah, go ahead and check it out. It's a fun movie. Like I said, it's a little bit of Evil Dead mixed with a slasher movie. That's kind of the best way I can describe it. So, but yeah, that's about all I can really say about it. Like I said, not too much else going on. No deep, sorry, no deep, no deep social commentary or anything like that. It's pretty much a straightforward, kill the people, they come back from the dead to try to kill other people kind of movie. So that's it. So if anybody took the time to watch this video, I thank you for doing it. I appreciate you for doing it. I honestly hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry about all my screw-ups today. If you did like the video, please leave it a like. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the BodyBags channel. We have a different reviewer, one for every day of the week. I am the Saturday reviewer. We have a great bunch of guys. Everybody's doing great stuff. And, honestly, these guys are awesome. Their videos are fun to watch. They're fun to talk to. It's fun to communicate with them and stuff like that. It's just like, oh, man. So that's it, everybody. Take care. Have a good night, and I'll see you later.